Can you hear me? So we are going to start the store or so-called inventory accounting. In inventory accounting, we will be touching upon what is capital inventory, what is raw material inventory. So we will be touching upon the stores which are of centralized nature. One is of decentralized. So we will be covering both. So first of all, I would like to know from you, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Is there any question from payroll which I can answer? So is there any question from payroll which you want me to answer? I'll be happy to answer. So is that no? Uh, we are going to cover the inventory accounting or the stores accounting, where we will see what is centralized store and what is decentralized store. I will give you an example of Hero Honda where we used to have the centralized store. Centralized store में stores center में होता है. Centralized store in centralized store is at the center. So in जैसे कि उसकी shops थी, पहले जाता था मटेरियल वेल्डिंग शॉप में. आपको मैं दिखाता हूँ यहाँ पर. ये बना एक सेंट्रलाइज स्टोर. यहाँ पर है पेंट शॉप. यहाँ पर है पेंट शॉप. इसमें मटेरियल आएगा. Material will come to this shop and it will go to weld shop. ये बना सेकंड वेल्ड शॉप. और उसके बाद असेंबली का कन्वेयर बेल्ट. उसके बाद ये जाएगा फिनिशिंग शॉप पे. उसके बाद जाता है ये कन्वेयर बेल्ट में जाता है और उसके बाद पैकिंग में मटेरियल जाता है और यहाँ से वो एक्सटीरियर यानी कि डिलीवरी सेंटर में जाता है. तो आप ये देखिएगा कि जो स्टोर कीपर है वो इसको भी केटर कर रहा है, 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 इसको भी केटर कर रहा है और इसको भी केटर कर रहा है. He is catering to all the departments, all the shops which are there in Hero Honda. यदि in Hero Honda the process of manufacture is like this. First, the material will go to the welding shop. So this is a weld shop. The material will get welded and will convert into the next shop is the paint shop. It will go to the paint shop where the painting will happen. It will go to the conveyor belt where the materials are fitted. Okay. Then it is go to the engine shop where the engine is fitted. And then it will go to the assembly conveyor belt. There is conveyor belt where each part is put. And then it will go to the packing shop where material is packed, and then it is going to the outside, which is the excise department where the production will happen. So production motorcycle is produced and it is produced here. So in all, there are 7 to 8 processes or 7 to 8 cycles. Okay, so I have understood that I have to teach in English, so I have taught you there in English. Are everything is nobody from Delhi or around? Everyone from Kerala or Tamil Nadu? This I've explained the concept of Hero Honda. What happens in Hero Honda? I have worked in Hero Honda for 3 years. I was there in the factory. So this is the stores department. First, the material will come to the welding shop. Then it will go to the paint shop. Then it will go to the conveyor belt where things are assembled. Then it will go to the engine shop where engine is put. Then it will go to the conveyor belt again where all the parts are assembled, tested, and then it will go to the packing shop, and then it will go to the exterior where all the materials are excised because the excise is payable. So this is excise store which is outside the boundary of factory. So stores is centralized. Store is catering to all the locations, all the places one by one. Shahida, is it okay? Is that okay with you? Okay. So we'll understand the stores accounting now. But this is the background which you will keep in. Okay. Stores and material. So what you will understand is the what is the inventory accounting are used interchangeably. You will use this word stores or you will use the word materials. Both the words are used interchangeably. However, both these terms differ. A store has a wider meaning than materials. Okay. Stores has a wider meaning. Store contains material, but store has a wider meaning. Store is a place in which the materials are stored. Different type of materials are kept in the stores. So what I've shown you is a centralized store where the materials are kept. And what you will see also is a decentralized store. So each shop will have its own stores. But having decentralized store is a costly process. So companies spend a lot of money in costly, that is managing the stores. Each workshop will hold its own material. So holding the material decentralized process is costly in Hero Honda kind of setup. Okay, where the processes are different, each store having a different material or different calculations will be keeping a different store. Okay, so decentralized store is suitable to the organizations which have different material. A is having different material than B is having different material than C is having different material than D. So each processes will have different material, will have a decentralized store, but mind you, having a decentralized store in a company is a costly process. Okay. Store has a wider meaning than material. Store is a place in which the materials are stored. Different type of materials are kept in a store. Now, what all it contains? It contains raw materials, tools, equipment, repair and maintenance of parts, factory supplies, components, fixtures, jigs, etc. You'll hear the word jigs. What is jigs? Jigs are the tools which are used by factory to make the molds. Mold. Okay. So jigs are making the mold. So it also includes finished goods and also semi-finished goods. Thus, items kept in stores are called stores. What you will see, store contain raw material, one, semi-finished goods, two, finished goods, three, and the components which are used in the process, four. So there are four types of material which are used in stores. Inventories are goods that are meant for eventual conversion into cash in the normal course of business. Inventories are of following types. One, you will see the finished goods. Finished goods held for sale in the ordinary course of business. For example, finished goods of Hero Honda will have Hero Honda motorcycles which are manufactured by the company. What you will see is semi-finished goods. Motorcycles which are not yet finished are semi-finished. Some are engine is pending, somewhat material is pending in the process of production for such sale. Third is stores, consumables, and packing items, which are following in the form of material or supplies to be consumed in the production process or in the rendering of services. So you will see the material in four forms: raw material, finished goods, semi-finished goods, and the consumables for packing, etc. Okay, is there any question? No question. So we will understand the inventory. First, what you will receive is the receipt of the stores. All material received should be examined, counted, measured, or weighted, as the case may be. So first of all, you will look into the material, weight it, count it, examine. Examine is the most important word used here. You will examine the inventory. What you will keep, the goods which are fit for the consumption, and what you will not keep are the goods which are not fit for consumption. When delivery is taken, and then they should be taken in charge. Once they are taken, once the goods are inspected, they are all fit, they should be taken in charge by a responsible officer who should see that the quantities are correct, their quality is good, and they are according to approved specification wherever prescribed, and record a certificate to that effect. The material will be sent by a bill. So from the company, there is a officer who will check the material and who will put a stamp on the invoice that material is inspected and that is found okay. Okay? The officer receiving the stores should also be required to give a certificate that he has actually received the material and recorded them in the appropriate stock register. So once he receives the material, he should sign it, stamp it, and confirm to the person who has taken the goods to him that he has recorded and he has received the material. Issue of stores. Now the turn will come when he will issue to the stores. When materials are issued from stock for departmental use. So what you will see, the welding department, the paint shop, the conveyor belt, all these are respective departments. So what will happen is once you receive the material, you will also issue to various departments, to the departments or manufacture or sales. So quite possible that you receive a demand for spare parts or what is kept by you as inventory. So you will cut the invoice and issue the inventory to the customer. So depending upon the usage, it is used as a consumption or it is used as a customer. So you will book it accordingly. The officer in charge of the stores should see that an indent in the prescribed form has been made by a duly authorized indenting officer, examine it carefully with reference to the orders or instructions for the issue of stores and order the issue of stores. So what he will do? He will issue the material to the respective department. Okay. The type of store transactions are as detailed below. Receipts, which he will receive the material from, by purchases from suppliers, A, by diversion from some other store. So, for example, you have issued paint 10 boxes to paint shop, but he requires only 8. To the welding shop requires paint, so 2 will divert to the welding shop. So 8 from the paint shop and 2 to the welding shop. By diversion from other stores on by devolution from works. What will happen is, suppose you have issued uh, 8 to the paint shop, but paint requires only 6. So 2 they will hand it over back to the stores. So purchase from suppliers, 1, by diversion from other stores, second, and by devolution from various works. 3 type of receipts are there. Issues may by issue of material Second, by issue of material to contractors, consumers, works, sales, etc. So depending upon the usage, what you will cut, the invoice or the respective BOT. And third is by diversion to other stores. The substance from which the product is made is termed as material. It may be raw material or a manufactured state. Raw material are goods that are yet to be introduced into the production process. It forms an integral part of the finished product. So what you see as a finished product, as a motorcycle, I'm using the motorcycle as an example, is made up of various subcomponents. Each component is forming a part of motorcycle. Materials are used for manufacturing goods. In case most materials is an important constituent of the total cost. So if the cost of the motorcycle is 1 lakh rupees, I can tell you from my experience, the manufacturing cost of the motorcycle is 60,000. About 50-60% is the component which goes into the manufacturing cost. As material cost is the main component of the cost of production. Now, materials can be direct material and indirect material. What you see and what you can feel is called as direct material. Okay, that is, for example, what you see on the motorcycle is the leather. लेदर की वो बनती है seat. Leather is made up of seat. Okay, that is direct material. What you see is engine. That is direct material. What you can't see is the packing material which the company has used in shipping the motorcycle to the final destination. क्योंकि आपके पास तो पैकिंग हट के आता है. So that is called as indirect material. Direct material means cost of raw material used in production. It is not necessary that all the material purchased in a particular period is used in the production. So it is not necessary. Suppose you buy 500 products. It is not necessary that all the 500 which you buy are used in the production process. So it is possible that some from the previous month, some from current month, and some from next month are used. Okay. Any questions now? Okay, I did not attend first chapter of ACC. So how to find the previous class? So I am told that recorded versions are available, and somewhere you will find the, or you can ask the ma'am, where do I find the recorded version? So those are available to you. Okay. Today, I can tell you from my experience that what you can do is you can download the uh, classes schedule, or you can download the videos which are there. That is my overall experience. You can download the videos. Okay, shall we move ahead? So what you can see, what you can witness is the direct material. Direct material means the cost of raw material used or consumed in the production. It is not necessary that all material you purchase in a particular period is used in the production. So we will see that 500 units you purchase in the current month, of which 20 are used in the next month. Just an example here. And second is indirect material. Indirect material is that material which cannot be easily identified and related with a particular product, job, and process. So what you will get is the indirect material. जैसे कि पैकिंग का मटेरियल होता है, you will not be able to identify कि कौन सा वाला मटेरियल हमने किस प्रोसेस के लिए यूज किया. You will not be able to identify which material we have used against which process. So that is called as indirect material. Or and what is required is the storekeeper keeps a check on the codes. So what he will do is instead of saying the material, he will use the specific code he used. The storekeeper keeps the material in the store. The duty of storekeeper include accepting, identifying, classifying, and placing of material. So इसमें there are four options. One option can be wrong in the question. The duties of storekeeper will include accepting first, identifying second, classifying third, and fourth is placing of material. So instead of placing of material, if I use the other word, you will have to choose the wrong one out. Okay, so you will choose the wrong one out. So identifying, accepting, classifying, and placing of material. Now we will go to the checking of material. He should verify the material received with consignment road, inspection report, and material received report. So what the store will do? Store will check the material and sign with the this is the material I have received or this is the material I have not received. So he will make a detailed analysis of what he has received and what he has not received. Therefore, he should send the copy of material received report by him after due verification of the accounts department for the payment purpose. So he has to make sure that he receives all the material which is mentioned by the vendor, and in case he does not accept suppose 50 of the material, so he should reject them and he should accept 500 material, 50 rejected. Okay, so this is just an example because his verification will take the invoice to the accounts department. So accounts department will make the clearance of his bill. Okay. Okay. Please tell indirect material again. Sir, recorded class is not. So I think you have to speak to Ria ma'am. Ria is a coordinator of of all the classes. What you can speak to her is that I want to see all the recorded classes, so you will get the access from her. Okay. Please tell indirect material. So material are of two types. One is called as direct material and what is called as indirect material. Direct and indirect are the two materials. So which product is used and is visible, clearly visible to you from your eyes is called as what is called as direct material. Direct material has got direct link with the material, but you don't see the packing material which they have used. You don't see the packing tape which they have used. You don't see the grease which has they used. So this is called as indirect material. So grease, packing tapes, polythenes, and etc. are called as indirect material. Okay, have you understood? I'm just giving the name of an motorcycle. So what you will see is the leather, which is the seat cover, which you will see. This is called as direct material, but you cannot see the packing material. This is called as indirect material. Okay, sorry. Now we will understand the stock level. Uh, Stock levels are of various types to avoid under and over investment. So suppose you invest heavily in stock, okay, there comes a problem that you are not able to sell all the stock and some stocks will go out of fashion. So that money will go waste. Suppose you are in the business of fashionable products and suppose you invest heavily the stocks. Suppose some of the stock you are not able to sell. So that is the risk you are taking. Okay. Some of the stock will go out of fashion. Okay. And suppose you invest under stock, you invest less amount in the stock. And suppose orders come, you don't have stock with you. So you will lose the customer. So both understocking and overstocking is dangerous to the business. Understocking will lead to customer orders not being fulfilled and overstocking will lead to more of the stock lying waste due to fashion change or whatever change we have. So overstocking and understocking is not advisable to the company. So just to ensure that company maintains the stock within the limits, so management decides the minimum oblique maximum quantity of material to be kept in the stores. The limits of minimum or maximum quantity set by the management should be strictly observed by the storekeeper. So what is the so in the stock there are two costs involved. One is called as ordering cost and one is called as carrying cost. So if you hold the stock for a larger period of time, okay, that means you overstock. You will be having the carrying cost. स्टॉक को कैरी करने की कॉस्ट होगी. You will incur the cost which is called as carrying cost. एग्जाम्पल, स्टॉक को मेंटेन के लिए आपको एसी चाहिए. For maintaining the stock, you need a running AC. For maintaining the stock, you also need a big warehouse. These are called as carrying cost. And to avoid this, you will order less. And what you will incur is ordering cost. Ordering cost में आपके टेलीफोन कॉल्स होते हैं या आपके टेम्पू जाएगा वहां पर सामान लेने के लिए. You will send your tempo to fetch the material. So ordering cost और carrying cost balance रहे, वही कहते हैं, वही that is called as the right inventory, just in time inventory. Okay, JIT approach. Okay, so we'll study as to what is minimum stock and maximum stock, and there are some formulas which are also there. We'll study them. First is the maximum stock. You remember, or you have a scooty with you, you will, how much petrol you will put in the scooty. So the maximum amount. Okay, maximum stock is the largest quantity of a certain material which should be kept in the store at any point of time. Maximum store level is computed as follows. Maximum stock level is equal to reorder level plus reorder quantity minus minimum consumption into minimum reorder period. These formulas you should learn by heart, so you can get a question about this. Maximum stock level is equal to reorder level plus reorder quantity minus minimum consumption into minimum reorder point. Or maximum stock level is equal to economic order quantity. How do you compute this? Is equal to economic EOQ is equal to square root of 2 A is your annual consumption upon into C. C is your carrying cost upon O. 2AC upon O, ordering cost. So what you will compute is EOQ. It's called as this formula is known by the name what is called as EOQ is equal to 2AC upon O. A is your square root of 2AC upon O. A is called as annual consumption, C is called as carrying cost, and O is the ordering cost. And what you will see जैसे कि ये वाला 2ab upon c. Okay. अभी हम we'll see that later on in the next page. We'll see that happening. So first point is maximum stock. Second is what is called as the minimum stock. If the minimum stock is the lowest quantitative balance of material which must be kept at all times so that the assembly line may not be stopped on account of non-availability of material, it is decided by taking into account the following. Minimum stock is calculated as follows: is equal to reorder level minus normal consumption into average reorder period. ये भी formula you should remember by heart. Maximum level, now हमने किया minimum stock level. Has the problem, which problem? Which formula? This formula has the problem. Which formula, which problem? Okay, so please use this marker feature. So I will use this marker feature for now onwards. Okay. So we have seen what is the maximum stock and we have seen what is the minimum stock. What is the reorder level? It is the point at which if the material in store is reached, you should reorder. The order of further supply of material must be placed. So यदि आपके पास, if you have 2 days supply and the supplier will take minimum 2 days to reach the material to you, so you should reorder. But one day you should keep in buffer. It means that you should have 3 days stock with you. Okay. So the point is fixed between the maximum level and the minimum level. This point initiate the process of placing a fresh order. Reorder level depends on the following factors. Maximum usage कितना है, टाइम इंटरवल कितना है, और अगर if suppose the tempo traveler or the vendor takes extra time to deliver the material, so what you will do in between? So you have to calculate all. So what will the vendor take the time and what will you keep in mind just in case there is some delay at the vendor's end. Reorder level is equal to maximum reorder period into maximum usage. तो maximum level हो गया, minimum हो गया. Third is what is reorder level? We have done it. Fourth is average stock. Average stock is very simple to calculate. ओपनिंग प्लस क्लोजिंग का हम करेंगे हाफ. What we'll do is half of maximum stock level plus minimum stock level, इन दोनों का हाफ करेंगे. और एवरेज स्टॉक लेवल इज इक्वल टू मिनिमम स्टॉक लेवल प्लस हाफ ऑफ रीऑर्डर क्वांटिटी. ओके. Any questions, please? What is EOQ? EOQ is nothing but the economic order quantity. It is the balance cost, the balance which you will do by balancing two type of cost. One is the ordering cost and one is the carrying cost. The economic order quantity is the size of purchase order which gives maximum economy in purchasing of material. It is also termed as standard order quantity. Okay. It is fixed after taking into consideration the following points. One is the ordering cost. Cost of placing a order refers to the cost incurred for purchasing the material. Now, what are the components of ordering cost? There can be question onto that. What are the components of carrying cost? There can be questions regarding that. So please make sure that you understand and you note them with your hands, because this is very important as far as this topic is concerned. Ordering cost and carrying cost. ठीक है? Or we will cover them in the next class. Okay. So uh, please work out the sum from this formula. Which formula? Sheila, you will have to explain which formula you will want. Acha, work out the sum. So I will prepare questions for you and let's try to answer them. In the next class, I will prepare some questions for you. You will do the questions के answer आप करेंगे तो you will understand the formula. ठीक है? Okay. So bye for now. Study. We'll meet in the next class. Okay. Thank you.